Against Manchester City, most teams this season have tried to sit deep, remain compact and make themselves difficult to break down. And they haven't had too much success. Manchester City have won most of their games. But Spurs didn't do it that way. They tried to press the ball. They tried to stop Man City playing out from the back and they tried to confine them into small areas of the pitch. And for the first 10 minutes or so, it worked. However, Manchester City then adapted their game style. And Ederson, the goalkeeper, started to bypass that pressure and hit Walker, who advanced down the right-hand side. And then he started to chip balls into the front, particularly into Sane. And from one move, it ended up with a double chance for Sterling and Aguero. And he hit a brilliant pass in the second. It was the pass of the game, some 60-yard raking pass out to Sterling in behind Spurs. And it completely changed the way Spurs had to play. But the biggest problem for Spurs, having been so preoccupied with their game plan in open play, pressing the ball, they forgot to defend set plays. The first one, Harry Winks doesn't defend the near post zone very well. Aguero could score. And the second one is when they went 1-0 down. Gundogan, who's playing outside the box, walks into the box. It's a header, 1-0. And from that moment on, Spurs were always chasing the game. However much I can talk about Spurs pressing, Manchester City pressed Tottenham with greater understanding, and they did it better. They were allowed Dyer to have the ball. They allowed Lloris to try and play out from the back, but they encouraged the ball to go to Vertonghen. And when he received the ball, De Bruyne or Sterling went to close him down really quickly. And he had a real problem. He couldn't see a forward pass. He often chipped it into no man's land. He chipped it out of play on 2 or 3 occasions, and he had the ball taken off him. And that was good closing down from Man City. And they also realised that early on in the game, they had a mismatch out on their left-hand side. Sane up against Trippier was a mismatch. Sane went past him far too easily in 1v1 situations. And it was the magnificent De Bruyne that kept on finding with diagonal passes. Over the years, great teams can adapt to different situations, whatever's thrown at them. And this Man City side are becoming a great team. If teams sit back, they've got the creativity and individual brilliance to break them down. If teams try to press them high up the field, we've seen against Spurs, Ederson can go longer and then their front three can cause plenty of problems. And if teams want to have a fight and a battle, they're up for that as well. Come the end of the season, I think we'll be calling Manchester City a great side.